defense. Set. Hit. Huddle up. Come on.
From the weight room of the Bill Fralick Athletic Center at Penn Hills High School, this is the Coach's Corner, along with the head coach of the Penn Hills Indians, Ron Graham. I'm Bill Navari. Ron, we start conference play this week. Unfortunately, for the first time in 14 years, the Indians start off 0-3. Good news is they don't count towards the playoffs, but where do the Indians go from here?
We got to work our way up. You're absolutely right. It's been years since this kind of thing's happened. I was here back sometime when we were 2-8, back here with Neil. That was the one down time, and I am not looking at nothing to repeat in that level. I think that was back in
97.
97, yeah. There's just some things, it's no excuses. The bottom line falls on me that whether our kids are not prepared, whether we don't have the right game plan, there's no excuses for this. It's just all eyes on what I need to do here, and it's my responsibility.
Plum comes in Friday night. The Mustangs, we start conference play. Do you look at this as a must-win game?
No, absolutely, it's a must-win game. We need to put some chemistry together. We have some talented athletes, but we're missing some spark. We're not working as a full unit offensively. Defensively, we are not getting the calls out of the huddle and adjustments. When a team makes it 4th and 20 on you, and you know it's coming, and our guys, we're not coaching it up the right way. There's something wrong, so we have to correct that stuff.
So as we call it a must-win game, it's not so much must-win as far as conference standings, which obviously is very important, but must-win so much as the cohesiveness and maybe morale as the team goes?
Absolutely right. Morale's the issue right now where, they know they're better than this. There's some errors. They've been intently watching film to correct some things and paying attention. We just need to produce.
You mentioned the defense giving up 4th and 20 here or there. All in all, they gave up 14 points to Mount Lebanon. They gave up 19 points to a good Gateway team. So they really haven't played too bad, although they've had some issues at certain times where it's probably the worst time that you get them to do it. But offensively, the team, that really seems to be where the team is struggling right now.
You're right. We are struggling there. The offense that we worked with all summer, we were really optimistic about the situation with the quarterback and receivers that we had in place. However, there's some change of events, as we talked about. Darius Holloway being out and Chaz having to go back at quarterback. It created some problems. However, again, this is something that happens all across the United States. Football is football. Injuries are injuries. You got to work through adversity. And that's what my job is, to get it together. And right now, I just have not been doing a good job with it.
This week you have Robin Hall, the transfer from Woodland Hills, back in the lineup.
Yes.
What do you think that is going to add as far as another target for Chaz to the lineup?
Well, that'll open up the offense a little more. He's an excellent receiver, good speed, good size, and we're looking at him getting a little sharp because he's been out. He's been working hard, and we're looking at some plays. We got to get some playmakers, get some things done.
I mean, what's amazing, he misses 2 games with a broken femur.
Well, I believe
not severely broken, obviously.
Well,
but,
actually, it was a flaw in the X-ray, and it was actually not broken. He just had a deep thigh bruise.
But it makes a good story.
It makes an excellent story. That's right. Miraculous recovery.
To him getting in the lineup as well, because
Yes.
I mean, Chaz needs some help out there. Any other thing that you're going to be doing different offensively this week that we're going to see?
Well, you might see some movement in the offensive line. We found that we have some difficulty blocking at certain times, and we had some young guys in there trying to work with them to give them some opportunities, and we have to salvage and pull some things together, so we've been moving people around. You might see some changes.
But do you think it's not really necessarily time to panic to overhaul the system? Still going to go with the basic Penn Hills offense, but just maybe throw in a few different personnel here and there?
Yeah, we're not scrapping the offense. We're staying with what we're working with. We just have some adjustments. As I said, we may have a lineman or two that we have to look at to work somebody else in a little bit. We worked with our backs this week, trusting what they see and picking the holes. We just have not been able to produce and been really sluggish. I mean, we're just not. We got to make a full game of this. Defensively, as you indicated, yeah, we're holding people down at points, but it matters not when you get to this degree of the game. This is about putting it together and winning. We got to pull this together.
I understand the team is switching from a 3-4 to a 4, a 3. Yeah, 3-4 to a 4-3. Sometimes you get the numbers mixed up a little bit, but you're going from the 4 linebackers to 3 linebackers. Any particular reason why we're doing the change?
Again, this is a personnel issue. We started having some players injured. And as we started losing the depth at linebackers, we found that we didn't have a full complement of linebackers that run what we needed to run. And so, we're making some adjustments to try to put our players in the best situation to be successful.
So although the team finishes 0-3 in a non-conference, it gives you the opportunity to try to tinker with some things and figure out exactly how to get ready for conference play, which is tomorrow night.
That's right. It gives us some time to make some adjustments and maneuver some things around. However, it's still 0-3 is 0-3. I'm as competitive as the next person, and that's something we got to get out of this valley and start working towards some goals of being progressively and win.
Well, I know you've had a long week this week, so we're going to let you have a short show this week.
I appreciate that.
You brought a couple of seniors. We have Macklin and Christian this week.
Yes, we have Macklin as an excellent linebacker for us. He's been working through some adversity. He had a knee injury last year, worked through that. Currently he has a shoulder problem, but he's a fierce competitor, has really tried to do some things that we needed. And he's one of the gentlemen I'm talking about. He's injured, so we had to start moving some things around and put a better scheme in to fit our personnel. And then the other gentleman, Carlson, Christian, is a real fine linebacker. And what his concern that we have with him is that it's a new position for him, so he's working at it, and he's really working hard at it. He makes some excellent plays. Once in a while, there's a misread or two, but he's really working. He's going to be one of our better players by the time the season's over.
Well, we look forward to speaking with both of them. And as always, we wish you the best of luck Friday night. Hopefully the Indians can bring home that first win of the season against the Mustangs from Plum.
All right, thanks for being so kind to us.
Coming up next, our Seniors of the Week as the Coach's Corner continues here on the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Our Seniors of the Week, Darren Macklin and Carlson Christian of the 2011 Penn Hills Indians. Darren, let's stop with you. It has to be a frustrating season, not only because the team is 0-3, but also because you nursed some injuries last year and get yourself back into playing shape, and now you're nursing some more injuries once again.
Yeah, it's been a little bit disappointing starting off a 0-3 season. We look forward to regaining our composure, starting off the season, get back into full force with a 1-3 record playing Plum this week.
Last year, I think the knees were bothering you. This year, I think your shoulder is. Are these game injuries, practice injuries, or is this something like you were out skateboarding or something?
Well, the MCL last year I tore on the Fox Chapel game for the homecoming game. This year I messed up my shoulder in a Mount Lebo game last week. So I went to Med Express. We did a few tests. We're going to just see how it plays out tomorrow.
So, I mean, is there a timeline on your return? I mean, are you able to play this week?
I'm able to play. I talked to the trainer and a few doctors last night. I went to Med Express, and we're just, they said everything looks fine, and we're just going to work through it and see how it goes from there.
I mean, certainly you want to get out on the field because I know how frustrating it is to be on the sideline. You feel like you can't help anybody, but I'm sure you want to get in and help his team get its first victory.
Yeah, I would like to contribute to the team. I've been a starter on the team for 2 years. I want to get back out there and help my team get to the place where we want to be, Whip Mules.
Carlson, because of a number of injuries and things going on, the defense has changed to a 4-3, and you have also moved to linebacker. What possessed you to make that move into linebacker, and how do you like it?
Well, of course, I like the position of middle linebacker a lot. It's a big change from being on the line to middle linebacker. It seems like it's a lot more action, honestly, in my opinion.
Well, a lot of folks may not know, maybe they do, but Buck is your older brother. Played here a few years ago. He was a defensive back.
Yes.
Now, you're the linebacker and from the line and everything like that. So he's really not kind of throwing you any kind of tidbits your way, is he? Or is he actually trying to help throw a few little suggestions or ideas your way?
He's throwing suggestions here and there. He's helped me out through it all. From all the way back from December, he's been helping me here and there.
Now, I understand he's transferred to Pitt.
Yes, that's true.
So, I mean, it's helped you have a brother closer to home, or did you like the traveling out to Michigan?
I like the traveling back and forth to Michigan, but honestly, I like how he's closer to home. It's pretty good having brother.
No, he had the nickname Buck. Do you have a nickname? Anything that we don't know about? Anything that we can say?
No, I just go by Trey, my middle name.
Trey.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm glad you told me. I asked you last week. What do you want me to call you? You want me Carl, Carlson? You're like, Carlson's fine. Okay, Trey does go a lot easier. The adjustment to the 4-3. How is the team adjusting to it? How are you adjusting to it?
Well, it seems as though we're adjusting to it really well. This game's gonna test it, see how we do. We're adjusting really well though. 4-3 seems a lot more easy for the linebackers. Defensive tackles are doing well. DN's doing well.
Now, are you primarily? I mean, you play middle linebacker.
Yes.
If, say, Marshall Thompson is in at middle linebacker, can they call you and push you to the outside? Can you play the outside as well, or are you specifically middle linebacker?
I like middle linebacker most, but sometimes I've been needed to push to outside.
Darren, are you the same way? I know you play in the middle, but are you flexible to move to the outside as well, or are you strictly a middle guy?
Yeah, I'm mostly middle, but, I did a little bit of outside last year with the team last year. So if they need me to go to the outside, I will go to the outside to help the team.
Now, do you guys think that once you guys you're all healed up and everybody's banged up gets back in, do you think they'll switch back to the 3-4, or do you think we're going to be staying with the 4-3 here?
Well, our adjustments, are just strictly for this game, so there's nothing, nothing major. So if we need to go back to the 3-4, we had talked about that. We will go back to the 3-4. Matter of fact, we've been talking about going back to the 3-4 for a Central game.
How much of an adjustment is it, Carlson, going from the 4-3 or 3-4 to the 4-3? I mean, is there that much of an adjustment for you?
Well, there's not much of an adjustment. It makes the job simpler since you have less responsibility in the 4-3.
So you don't have another middle linebacker. This one crosses, this one drops. I mean, the play call, you know what you're doing. You don't have to worry about running into somebody else.
No worry about that. None at all.
Okay, so I mean, do you like this better than the 3-4?
I like both defenses about the same, honestly.
So you're the same way, Darren?
I like the 3-4 a little bit better. It gives more linebackers on the field. So more mobility and more speed on the field for because of the linemen. So if you have another linebacker on the field, you can get to the play faster. Well, that's my opinion.
So watching the films of Plum, so you guys see anything you could take advantage of against them defensively?
Well, we ran the 4-3 against them last year, and we did a lot of – we stopped them on the run game. So they didn't have that many rushing yards against us last year. So anything that we can do, we can stop the running game and the passing game, we're going to do to the best of our abilities.
Carlson, what are you looking for Friday night from Plum?
I'm looking for a W on our side. I'm hoping that they put up a good fight because I'm expecting a win from our side.
I mean, what do you think a win Friday night? I mean, it may seem like an obvious question, but what do you think a win Friday night would do for this locker room?
I think it would give us a little boost, but honestly, we got to just pick it up straight from now. Start off with a nice 1-3, and just pick it up from there.
You guys are now going to have to win the games you're supposed to win because now they all count. Carlson, what are your plans for after football season, after high school? What can we expect from you?
After high school, I plan on going straight to the weight room, honestly. Start from scratch, keep it going, maybe walk on.
You're looking to play college ball, hopefully?
I plan to.
What do you plan on studying once you get to college?
I plan on majoring in computer science.
There you go. I mean, that's something that's always be a new Facebook creator or something like that. Darren, what are your plans for after high school?
Same thing it says, get back in the weight room, stay in shape, maintain shape, and looking forward to probably going to Robert Morris. So just look out.
It could be a Colonial.
Yep.
Well, very good. Best of luck to the both of you, not only Friday night, but also what you do after Penn Hills football and what you guys do after you guys graduate. And, make sure you guys always come back and stay part of the Penn Hills Indians family.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Our seniors of the week, Darren Macklin and Carlson Christian of the 2011 Penn Hills Indians. Week 1 of the conference players, the Plum Mustangs come to town, and it's coming your way next here on the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. You can hear me?
Number 21, Jake Negilio. And number 29, Tariq Ellis. For Penn Hills, number 2, Chad Whitaker. Number 9, Corey Jones. And number 55, Trayvon
Yeah.
Hester.
Go in my briefcase. Right here. Pull out another one. That was 29. From UHAS McGinley Stadium in Penn Hills tonight, Big East Conference play begins as the Indians host the Mustangs from Plum High School. A very pleasant good evening to you. I'm Bill Navari. Great to have you along for another exciting night of Penn Hills Indians football. Tonight, the Indians open conference play, still looking for their first win of the 2011 season. Indians 0-3 on the night. On the year. Losses to St. Edward's Academy, Mount Lebanon, and Gateway. The Plum Mustangs 2-1 on the season. Also looking for their first conference win here in the opener. Mustangs will be kicking off. Indians will be moving left to right in the gold helmets, red jerseys, red pants. The Mustangs in the purple helmets, white jerseys, and black pants.
Kicking for Plum, number 33, Dylan Condon.
Corey Jones back for the Indians. We'll see if the Mustangs kick it deep. Nobody's been wanting to kick it deep to the Indians and Corey Jones, and they don't once again. This one looks like it's going to go out of bounds. The Indians will get it at the 35-yard line.
Flag on the play.
Indians are led by senior quarterback Chaz Whitaker. Whitaker, who moved back to quarterback following the injury to Darius Holloway in the preseason.
Illegal procedure, kick out of bounds against Plum. Penn Hills takes over on the 35-yard line where it has first down.
Whitaker will come from the shotgun with Hester behind him. Twins to the left, single man to the right. It'll be Hester looking for somewhere to go. Goes off the right tackle, across the 40-yard line, out to the 42. Picks up 7, does Tariq Hester.
Tariq Hester on the carry, brought down by Nathan Turchik.
And it'll be a 2nd down and 3, and just like that, we have an injured Mustang. So we'll take a quick break. 11:40 to go, first quarter Indians Mustangs scoreless. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network.
After halftime.
Following the injury, the Indians on a 2nd down and 3. Whitaker will keep it himself. Will get the first down or close to it. He'll be at the 45-yard line, which is where he needs to be. Official on the far side says yes. Official on the near side says no.
Whitaker on the keeper, brought down by number.
Let's check the spot. I believe the Indians are going to be just inches short of the first down.
Third down.
So it'll be 3rd down and less than a yard. Looked like Aaron Bailey squirming through for a pickup of about 5. And the Indians get a first down.
Brought down by Nathan Turchick. That's Larry Rizzo. Into Penn Hills. First down.
Whitaker from the shotgun. That's Esther to his left. Blakeman. It'll be Blakeman again who picked up the first down. Blakeman will pick up close to 10. Looks like he'll be just short.
Number 8, Malik Blakeman on the carry.
I think Blakeman's going to get about 9 on this carry, and the Indians looking at a 2nd down and 1. We'll see if
Brought down
Whitaker puts it in the air for the first time tonight on a 2nd down and short. As Davenport and Jones to the left. Jaquan Williams to the near side. And it'll be Blakeman again. He'll have the first down and more across the 50. Excuse me, across the 40. Down to about the 35-yard line.
That's Larry Rizzo. Into Penn Hills.
7 yards and another Penn Hills Indian first down. Clock running, 9:40 to go here in an opening period. We are scoreless, Penn Hills and Plum. Opening drive of the game. The Indians started at their own 35. Whitaker, sidecars each way. And Davenport, left side across the 30, stepped out of bounds about the 28-yard line. Will pick up about 7 yards, and the Indians with a 2nd down and 3.
Whitaker's back.
Jordan Davenport getting into the action here.
Davenport.
The 6'2", 165-pound junior. Blakeman with a big hole. Blakeman, touchdown from the 27. Malik Blakeman, the 27-yard run. The Indians take the early lead here against the Mustangs. Just went right up the middle, had a big hole. And Blakeman took it for the 27 yards. The Indians got 6. Peter Gula will come on to try the point after. And there's no holder. Now here comes Whitaker. Saw the center Navari motioning. There's nobody back there. And the kick is up and good. 9:18 to go, first quarter. Penn Hills 7, Plum nothing. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. I didn't know if. Don't worry about it then. I'm sorry I said anything.
Number
Indians go 65 yards in 7 plays. Malik Blakeman, the 27-yard run, gets the Indians on the board first. They're up 7-0, and Corey Jones sets it up in his own 40. The Indians kicking off for the first time tonight. And before this one even went off, it was going out of bounds, but the Indians looked like they went off sides. So they'll mark it back to the 35-yard line, and the Indians will kick it again. Jones with the mud puddle to his right. Kick this one high, deep, and down the middle of the field. Plum from the 9-yard line, looking for somewhere to go. Out to about the 25-yard line goes Jacob Kuhn, and the penalty actually worked out well for the Indians. Had they not gone offsides, the offside penalty would have put the ball at the 35 instead of the Indians re-kick. And Plum only returns it out to the 35-yard line. Excuse me, 25-yard line. So the 5-yard penalty actually net the Indians 10 yards on the kick. Mustangs are going to go to the air. D-neck looking downfield, under pressure from behind, and throws this one away. Jaquan Williams on the pressure along with Chuck Bradley. And it's 2nd down and 10 for the Mustangs. Mustangs on the ground, big hole left side. Indians trying to shoulder tackle, but Jake DeJolio gets out across the 35 to the 39-yard line, picks up 14. It's a first down for the Mustangs. Mustangs have the leading receiver statistically in the WPIAL through 3 weeks. That's C.J. Lutz, averaging a little over 19 yards per catch. That'll be Lutz going in motion left to right. DeJulia looking for somewhere to go right side, and this time the Indians are up there making the tackle. Tariq Hester will hold him for no gain, along with Trayvon Hester. Lutz looking for somewhere to go. Fumbles the snap, which is a break. Excuse me, a flag on the play, which is a break for the Mustangs as Lutz fumbled on the end around. Oh, the Indians jumped off sides. Wow, what a break there for the Mustangs. They were looking at a big loss, possibly even losing the football. Instead, the Indians give them 5 yards, and it's 2nd down and 5.
Officials correction. Offsides against Plum.
Oh, offsides against Plum. So So it's 2nd and 15. Kuhn and DeJulio in the backfield. DeJulio moved up to the slot. Zenak rolls to his right, throws towards Lutz on the right side to pass short and incomplete. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 15 for the Mustangs. Zenak and Lutz have been a potent combination for the Mustangs through the first 3 games of the 2011 season. Julio, lone setback. Lutz and Kuhn in the slots. Lutz will go in motion to the right. Zenak going that way towards Lutz, and he's unable to make the catch.
Zinak's pass intended for number 14, C.J. Lutz. Incomplete.
Corey Jones on the coverage. Bringing up a 4th down for the Indians. Excuse me, for the Mustangs. And the Indians will get the ball back.
Dylan Condis on the punt for Glove. Jones and Blakeman back deep for Penn Hills.
And this one will go dead at the 45-yard line. Did it touch an Indian? I don't believe so. Mustangs went sliding in as if it did touch an Indian, but with 7:16 to go here in the first quarter. The Indians will have it. We're going to mark it at the 44-yard line. The Indians with their 2nd possession of the game. Their opening drive, they went 65 yards in 7 plays. Malik Blakeman, a 27-yard run. Point after was good, and the Indians up 7-0. That's where we stand. Mustangs go 5 and out. They did get a 1st down on their 2nd play from scrimmage, the DeJulio 14-yard run. And Eric Godfrey pick up about 5.
Eric Godfrey on the carry, brought down by
Oh, Markham give Godfrey 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
number 52, Colton Cooper.
Nice to see Eric Godfrey getting his hands on the football. And Aaron Bailey with a big run across the 40 down to the 36-yard line. 17 yards for Eric Bailey. 1st down Indians in Plum territory.
Down by number 10, Chris Zindak. That play results in a Penn Hills 1st down.
Quarterback Chris Didnak with the tackle in the secondary. Like the Indians moved.
Flag on the play.
I think the tackle on the near side jumped a little early.
Illegal procedure against Penn Hills.
High snap. Whitaker falls on it. No, looks like. Did he get on it? Yes, he did. Lost back to the 46-yard line. Markham at the 45.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by number 2, Chaz Whitaker.
19-yard loss. Be second down and 29. Original line of scrimmage to 36. They're back at the 45. And Whitaker keeps it himself, picks up a yard.
Whitaker on the keeper, brought down by number 52, Colton Cooper.
Swing pass, near side. Aaron Bailey looking for somewhere to go. And the Mustangs will give a couple, but the Indians needed quite a bit. Give Bailey 3 yards, and the punt team will have to come on. Indians had something going there, but the fumble on the snap cost them 19 and a shot at points. Now the defense will have to come on and see if they can hold the Mustangs once again. Clock running, 3:45 to go here in the opening quarter. Jones, line drive kick. C.J. Lutz falls on it at the 20-yard line. So the Mustangs will take over with 3:35 to go at their own 20. Things moving right along here in the opening quarter. Sidnack under center. And nothing doing there for Kuhn. Marshall Thompson, Trayvon Hester, and Tariq Hester. The thundering herd of Hester up front. The Hester brothers with Thompson on top. And Kuhn will lose a yard. Maybe second down and 11. Indians switching to the 4-3 defense. They have the Hester brothers in the front of the defensive tackles. Tariq on the near side, Trayvon as the left tackle. DeJulia wrapped up from behind by Tariq. No gain. DeJulio with the carry.
Tariq Ellis on the carry, brought down by number 55, Trayvon Hester.
That was Tariq Ellis with the carry, not DeJulio. Third and long. DeJulio and Kuhn back. That's Lutz in motion. Sidnack will throw. We'll connect to Lutz on the right side. But coming up and making a nice open field tackle, the Indians' Dion Franklin. They'll pick up about 4 yards. And the punt team will come on as the Mustangs go 3 and out. Jones and Blakeman will go back for the Indians. See if Corey Jones finally gets to return one. And no, this one goes out of bounds. Pressure on the punter, nothing called. Chuck Bradley. But the Indians should get great field position with 1:38 to go here in the opening quarter. Where are they going to mark the ball? They're going to mark the ball to the 35-yard line. Wow.
Penn Hills takes over.
A punt like that, Plum might as well have gone for it.
35-yard line, where will be a Penn Hills first down.
Bailey left side for about 3.
Carry brought down by number 52, Cole Cooper.
Indians will have a second down and 7. Murray, the 10 to the tight end to the near side. Whitaker throws Jones, and he loses his handle on the football.
Whitaker pass incomplete, intended for Corey Jones.
And it'll bring up a third down and about 7. Clock will stop with 55 seconds to go here in the opening period. Movement on the defensive line. It looked like it drew the offense to move. They're going to call this one against the Indians. The rule is if the defense forces the offense to move, it should go against the D. But the Indians aren't going to have such luck. It was the left tackle that moved.
Procedure against Penn Hills. Third down.
Go on the left side of the line. That's what will cost the Indians 5. They'll have a third down and about 12. Call it 13. Whitaker with Hester to his, that's Blakeman to his left. Low snap. Whitaker falls on it. And the Indians are going to have to punt.
Whitaker brought down in the backfield by number 21, Jake Gilliam. Fourth down.
Jones, kick. Heading up here into the booth. Well, the teams exchange short punts.
The punt goes out of bounds. Plum will take over on their own 40-yard line.
Plum will take over with 11 seconds to go in the quarter at their own 40-yard line. And did that one get back to the line of scrimmage? On a minus 3-yard punt. For last week, Jones had a 70-yarder. Hey, they're playing out there in slop right now. This should be the final play of the quarter. Sidnek rolls to his right under pressure from behind, gets away from Livingston, throws downfield, and the pass, they're going to roll it incomplete. Pass was intended for Mike DiGiulio. And like I say, they caught it on a hop, and there's 2 seconds left in the quarter. Jamel Livingston was in pursuit of Chris Zidnek. But the senior quarterback was able to get the ball away, but not high enough for DiGiulio to be able to come up with the catch. And with 2 seconds left in the quarter, the Mustangs call timeout. Score, Penn Hills 7, Mustangs nothing. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network.
Joe Damari and Marion Baracco.
Sidnek from the shotgun. And around to Lutz, looking for somewhere to go. Right side. Jaquan Williams will come up and hold him for no gain. Mustangs try to go on the end around. Nothing doing there as the Indians stopped him cold. And that'll do it for quarter number one. After one period of play, the score, the Penn Hills Indians 7, the Plum Mustangs nothing. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Second quarter action about to begin here at Uhas McGinley Stadium in Penn Hills. With the score, Penn Hills 7, Plum nothing. Malik Blakeman, the only point so far. Well, I said the only touchdown so far. Peter Gola added the extra point. Zidnek. And a flag before the play even gets off. False start against the Mustangs. And the Mustangs will be looking at a 3rd and 15. High snap to Zidnek. Looks, throws left, and a pass almost intercepted by Whitaker. It's intended for Corey Deloach. And the Mustangs will have to punt. Jones and Blakeman will drop back for the Indians. They'll put 9 men up front. Indians come with the pressure. Chuck Bradley, and they're going to throw a flag. They're going to call running into the kicker a 5-yard penalty. And they're going to come back and re-kick. Oh. What they're going to do is Plum has chosen to take it at the end of the play. So the Indians will have it at the 23-yard line following the penalty. Big hole, big run, Aaron Bailey, 72 yards, touchdown Penn Hills. Aaron Bailey just took off, had a big hole, and just outran the Mustangs to the end zone, 72 yards. Longest play from scrimmage for the Indians this season. And the Indians up 13. Peter Gola trying to add the point after. Snap is true, hold is down, kick is up, and it's good. 11:35 to go, first half. Penn Hills 14, Plum 0. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Indian scoring drive. Let's summarize. One play, 72 yards. Aaron Bailey, all 72 of them. I have Aaron Bailey unofficially 95 yards here in the first half. Jones kickoff taken at the 25. And DeGiulio. Go down at the 30. DeGiulio across the 40 will have a first down for the Mustangs. Much needed for the team in purple. It's only the second one of the game for the Mustangs. 13-yard pickup. Trayvon Hester will drop the Mustangs for a loss of 1. Julio picks up 13, now loses 1. There's a lot of Hester up front. There's 530 pounds of Hester up front. Zidnek looks, throws left side. Deloach meets Marshall Thompson. We'll pick up about 4 or 5 yards. It'll be third down and about 6 for the Mustangs. Clock running, approaching 10 minutes to go here. Second quarter. Penn Hills 14, Plum nothing. Indians, biggest lead of the season here at 14. Also the most points they've scored in a game so far. Zidnek. Looks like it might be close to a first down on the play to Lutz. And the official's going to come in and mark it just short, it appears. They needed 6. They're going to give them 5. And it's going to be 4th and a yard. What are the Mustangs going to do here? They are at the Indian 48-yard line. They need to hit about the 47. And they're going to keep the offense on the field. Did they get it? I don't know. Trayvon Hester comes out with the football. Well, the Indian offense comes on the field, and the officials are going to bring the sticks out to measure, I think. But from this angle, it looks like they did not get it. They're on the 48. They need to get to the 47. Oh, they're going to be yards short. So the Mustangs went for it, hand the Indians the ball at the 48-yard line. What did the Mustangs have to lose? They were down 14, had the ball on the Indian side of the stripe. Now let's see if the Mustang defense can hold this Indian offense down. Blakeman will be deep. It'll be Godfrey, the up man. And he runs into a wall of Mustangs. Pick up about a yard.
Godfrey on the carry, brought down by number 52, Colt Cooper.
Turning into a beautiful night for football here in Western PA. And we're calling for thunderstorms, but the rain seems to have passed on through. Field is, of course, a mess. But it's a nice night for the folks watching. Whitaker, left-handed quarterback, throws, pass complete. Save on Salter, running the wrong way. Now he finds some open field across the 35-30. Gets down inside the 25-yard line. Where are they going to mark him? They're going to mark him. They will mark him at the 25. 26 yards on the reception and a first down for the Indians. Clock will roll under 8 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Bailey able to stay on the feet, dive ahead. Should have been tackled for a loss, but gets down to the 21-yard line. We'll pick up 4 yards.
Bailey on the carry up the middle.
And 3 Mustangs came through the line. But Aaron Bailey spins, stays on his feet, keeps somewhat of a balance, and is able to fall forward. Bailey still spins, gets into the secondary, down inside the 15 to the 11-yard line. 10 yards for Aaron Bailey when, again, he should have been tackled in the backfield by the Mustangs. Instead, it'll be 1st and 10 Indians. Like to send some special get well wishes to the voice of the Plum Mustangs, Andy Sebastian, television voice of Plum High School. Under the weather, unable to make it to tonight's game. Certainly wish Andy the best. Down to the 8-yard line goes Chaz Whitaker. We'll pick up 3. Tariq Haster thunders his way inside the 5. About the 3-yard line. We'll see if he gets enough for the first down. No, we'll pick up 6 yards. It'll be 3rd and a yard. And the Indians get into the end zone this time. Tariq Hester from 3 yards out. Touchdown coming with 5:53 to go in the first half. Navari to snap, Whitaker to hold, Gula to kick. And this one up and through again. 5:53 to go, first half. Penn Hills 21, Plum nothing. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Corey Jones setting it up at his 40-yard line. Indians 7 plays, 52 yards. Jones kickoff high. Will bounce at about the 16-yard line. Picked up, looking for somewhere to go is Deloach. And Brandon Nelson will drop him at the 20-yard line. Marshall Thompson will come in late to join the Indian defense. Julia looking for somewhere to go. Left side sees nothing but a sea of red. Chuck Bradley with the tackle for loss of 1. Sidnack running for his life, rolls to the near side, throws downfield. This one's going to be way out of bounds. C.J. Lutz was in the area. Clock stopped on the incompletion with 4:59 to go here in half number 1. Mustangs get the ball to start half number 2. And the pass too high on the far side for Mike DiGiulio. And the Mustangs are going to have to punt. Another short punt, takes a Mustang roll, stays right along the sideline and rolls about another 13 yards and goes dead right at the 50-yard line. 4:46 to go, first half. The Indians up by 21. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network.
Penn Hills takes over on the 50-yard line where we'll have a first down.
Whitaker throwing down the sideline towards Jones. Has it inside the 10-5. Touchdown, Penn Hills. Jones right up the sideline, ran under it, hauled it in, outran the Mustangs. And the Indians up big. Gula trying for his 4th point of the night. Indians are going to have to use a timeout as they only had 10 men on to try the point after. And here comes Don Pizzuto. Running out to join the crowd. So the Indian scoring drive, 50 yards, one play. And again, Navari will snap, Whitaker will hold, Gola will kick. And it's up and through. 4:38 to go. First half, Penn Hills 28, Plum nothing. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. One with them up, Pete. Yes. Corey Jones, who scored the Indian touchdown on the reception from Chaz Whitaker, tees it up at the 40-yard line. 4:38 remains here in half number one. Indians up 28-0. Nice kick by Jones at the 15-yard line, taken there by Lutz. And did he lose the ball? The Indians say they have it. Officials go in as if the ball was indeed fumbled. And the Indians do have it. Chuck Bradley comes up with it. At the 31-yard line. Indians have it. It's a 31. If you're the Indians, I mean, I'd put it right back up into the end zone right now. Regardless of the score being 28-0. Hester to Whitaker's left. It'll be Godfrey. Godfrey, right side, jumps over the pile, gets inside the 25 to the 23. 8 yards for Eric Godfrey. Good news here for the Indians. If they're able to get into the end zone and get the extra point here and go up 35 at halftime, they'll have a running clock to start half number two. Whitaker again hands off to Godfrey, who has the first down inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. 11 yards for Godfrey, and it's a first down for the Indians at the 12. Blakeman will be deep in the eye behind Whitaker and Godfrey. It'll be Blakeman, right side, looking for somewhere to go. Wrapped up at the line. And held for a gain of, we'll call it a yard. Colton Cooper with the tackle. Hester up the middle, thunders his way to the 10-yard line for 6 yards. And it'll be third down and 3 for the Indians. Indians quickly to the line. Hester up the middle, 10-5, touchdown Penn Hills. Tariq Hester from 10 for 6. And the Indians up 34-0. Second touchdown of the game for Hester. And the Indians with the all-important extra point here. And Laurie snapping, ball down, Whitaker holding, kick up. And Gula hooks it. 2:37 to go, first half. Penn Hills 34, Plum nothing. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. See Bobby. 35. Yeah. Jones tees it up at the 40-yard line. 2:37 to go. I think we all jinxed Gula on that extra point. Nice kick by Jones back to the 6-yard line. Lutz, who fumbled the last kickoff up the sideline, has a lane, has a nice return, brought down from behind across the 40 at about the 44-yard line by the Indians, Tariq Hester. But the Mustangs, nice field position at the 42. Looking to try to get something going here as they trail by 34. Julio across the 50. We're back to mark him right at the 50 for gain of 7. So it'll be second down and 3. Lutz will go in motion. To Julio again, hit at the line, wrapped up, and the rest of the Indians come in. It was Chuck Bradley initially who slowed him down, and the rest of the Indians come in to stop him for a pickup of 1. Clock approaching 1:15 and running here in the first half. Indians up 34-0. Lutz in motion right to left. Zidnak keeps it on the ground. And the Mustangs will be held short of the first down. Scott Hines will pick up a yard. And it'll be 4th and 1. Clock rolling under 30 seconds to go. Julio, left side. Will have the first down. Jaquan Williams will finally stop him after a pickup of 3. Now with the clock running under 20 seconds, I think Zidnak would have to hurry these guys up and start throwing the football downfield. They have the leading receiver in the WPIAL so far, and C.J. Lutz. I don't know, the Mustangs even going to get this play off. Hey, well, with 2 seconds to go, launching down left side. Pass overthrown badly. And the clock runs out. After 1 half of play, the score, Penn Hills 34, Plum nothing. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Second half action about to get underway here at Uhas McGinley Stadium with the score Penn Hills 34, Plum nothing, 7-0 after one. Teddy Blakeman a 27-yard run, and the Indians explode in quarter number 2. Aaron Bailey a 72-yard run. Tariq Hester is 3-yard run. Corey Jones a 50-yard pass from Chaz Whitaker, and Tariq Hester a 10-yard run. Indians up 34-0. Plum gets the ball to start half number 2. And Jones with another nice kickoff to the 10-yard line. And the Mustangs with a nice return across the 30, close to the 40-yard line. Back, going to mark them just past the 40 at the 41. And the Mustang offense hasn't done much of anything so far. And one of the leading quarterbacks and the leading receiver in WPIAL so far. Lutz, wide receiver screen, right side, looking for somewhere to go, get some blockers. We'll have a first down across the 50 down to the Indian 45-yard line. Picks up 15. Donovan Murray finally brings him down. And one of the few bright spots for the Mustangs. DeJulia looking for somewhere to go. And you can see it's getting slick out there. A lot of kids slipping and sliding. Gilio picks up a yard. Chuck Bradley with the tackle. Indians missed the opportunity for the running clock on the extra point on their 5th touchdown. Went just wide. Indians up 34-0 here. 35 points at the half would have given the Indians a running clock. Lutz goes in motion. Swing pass. That'll be a run officially. And they'll lose 3 yards on the carry. Had Lutz not been able to hold on to that ball, it would have been a fumble as it was a backward pass. Deion Franklin with the tackle. Zidnek running for his life away from Hester, able to get the pass away, and he throws it out of bounds. He had Hester, and Bradley, law firm, running after him. And it'll bring up a 4th down. And the Mustangs bring on the punt unit. High kick. Takes a Mustang bounce. Will roll out at the 18-yard line. 9:42 to go, first quarter. Indians up 34-0. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. -18. Whitaker gets the pass away. The pass is caught by Davenport out at the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the reception. And a first down. Whitaker was being dragged down from behind. was able to get the pass off. And Jordan Davenport able to hold on. Whitaker looking a little more comfortable in that pocket tonight. Whitaker steps up, looks, he's going to take off running, gets across the 40, spins across the 45 to the 46-yard line for a first down. Gain of 11. It looked like Whitaker was ready to launch it. Ed Jones streaking down the near side. Whitaker felt the pressure from behind and took off with it. Picked up the 11 and a first down. Aaron Bailey with another nice run across the 30 with a first down at the 28-yard line. 27 yards on the pickup for Aaron Bailey, who's over 100 on the night. And the Indians, 3 plays, 3 first downs. Whitaker keeps it himself, options it. The Indians fumble, got a little too cute, and they lose the ball to the Mustangs. Tried to pitch it to Bailey. And the Mustangs get the ball back. First turnover of the game for the Indians. Coming with 8:04 to go in the third. And the Mustangs have it at the 29-yard line. Aaron Bailey, 152 yards so far on the night. Julio gets by one Hester, not by the other, and the ball pops out. They're going to say forward progress was stopped, and that's exactly what they're going to say.
Jake DeGilio on the carry.
Mike DeGilio unable to hold on to it to the near side.
Setback pass complete intended for number 11, DeGilio. Third down.
Bring up a 3rd and 10 for the Mustangs. Clock stopping with 7:19 to go. Like movement on the Mustangs.
Flag for play. Illegal procedure.
It's going to be legal procedure against the Mustangs. DeGilio plastered on the hit. Just slow to get up. Dion Franklin do the shoulder in. It was all for naught as whistle had already blown the play dead. Mustangs with a 3rd and 15. Ball on the 24-yard line. Mustangs looking up to set up the screen, and it's a good one. DeGilio unable to get anywhere because coming up was Chuck Bradley.
Setback screen pass. Number 21, Jake DeGilio. Complete. Brought down by number
Chuck Bradley will hold him for no gain. Initially, when DeGilio got the pass, I mean, there was nobody around. And Bradley closed quickly and was able to bring him down for no gain. Pass takes an Indian bounce and goes dead at the 46-yard line. 6:33 remain here in quarter number 3. The Indians have it at the Plum 46. Great field position. Start their second drive of the night. First one ending in a fumble after moving the ball downfield quickly. Get him at the 45. Whitaker rushing near side, directs guys downfield, has the pass complete. And they're going to roll him out of bounds. You can say Jay Williams wasn't able to get the feet in. Naturally, it looks good from here. Doesn't it always? Godfrey looking for somewhere to go up the middle, has nowhere to go. Will be held for no gain. And there was a Mapine on the field. Blakeman, big hole up the middle, first down and more. Blakeman inside the 20, 10-5, touchdown. Malik Blakeman, 45-yard run. And the Indians will get the running clock. Oh, I didn't say that. Good. Do you want to say that?
I want to wish my brother, number 59, a happy 16th birthday tomorrow.
There we go. Joe Navari, returning 16 tomorrow, number 59. That was Samantha Navari saying, wishing a happy birthday. And Joe Navari with the snap. Jones with the hold. The kick is up and through. And the score now, Penn Hills 41, Plum nothing. You think your brother's going to hear that tomorrow?
Probably.
He likes watching these shows, doesn't he?
He does a lot.
So what were you doing all game?
I was doing 50-50 and helping out with the boosters.
And how were 50-50 sales tonight?
Pretty good. Not a lot of people are here, but we did pretty good.
Did you? Okay, I just want to know, who's your favorite teacher?
Miss Peterman.
Mrs. Peterman. Why do you like Mrs. Peterman?
She's nice, she's stern, and she's nice.
I heard she was pretty hard, though.
She is, but
And mean.
no, she isn't really. When you meet her, she's not.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And I wish all the fourth graders who come in her next year, she's not mean. She can be sometimes, but she's pretty good.
Oh, yeah? Oh, okay. Just in case you're wondering, that's my daughter, Samantha. It's a family affair up here. Why not, you know? Yeah, so, obviously I have to wish my son Joe, number 59, a happy 16th birthday. Peter Golo with the kickoff. And a ball loose. The Indians have it at the, oh no, they didn't. How did they do that one? One Mustang amongst an entire tribe of Indians was able to fall on it at the 26-yard line. Where's it going to be? No, it's at the 22. Sidnack will throw. Murray in pursuit. Throws underneath to DiGiulio. Out to the 29. Well, they did start at the 26. So it's a 3-yard pickup. So Blakeman, 2 touchdown runs, a 27-yarder and a 45-yarder. Has 89 yards on the night. Sidnack launches one downfield, and the pass is caught by DiGiulio. Inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. Savon Salter with the tackle. 36 yards on the reception. Biggest play of the night for the Mustangs. The other DiGiulio wrapped up by Trey Christian at the 23-yard line. "12 yards for DiGiulio, and we have an injured Indian. 3:22 to go. Third quarter. Penn Hills 41, Plum nothing. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Dion Franklin being helped off the field. That was bell rung on the play. Indian defense back out. Sidnack rolls to his right, looks downfield, has a pass, Lutz inside the 10-yard line. He'll be stopped there by Sage Hicks. Not until he gets a first down. It'll be first and goal. Mustangs at the 9-yard line, 14 yards for 14. Lutz in motion to the right. It'll be DiGiulio near side, inside the 5. Touchdown! Plum Mustangs. Jake DiGiulio from 8 yards out. The Mustangs avert the shutout. Score 41-6 with 2:19 to go in the third. It will remain a running clock. Kick is up and through. 2:19 to go, third quarter. Penn Hills 41, Plum 7. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Clock's still running. Yeah, once it's... It's Sam up there. Sam said we did. She's done. Oh, look at you go.
Jones and Blakeman now back feet to receive. The Cubs kick off.
Oh, what's her face? Oh. Mustangs kicking off from the 40-yard line. Onside kick, left side. And the Indians recover.
Onside kick. Recovered by
Rumel Reese.
Penn Hills will take over on their own.
Indians have it at the 49-yard line.
First down.
There's a nice shot of birthday boy Joe Navari with the mopine. For those of you who don't know what a mopine is, ask somebody who's Italian. Indians keep it on the ground. Dante Holloway
For 21.
will pick up 6 yards.
Holloway on the carry.
I believe the quarterback's Brandon Nelson.
Run down by number 21, Jake DeGilio.
That would be Brandon Nelson, number 26. Who didn't change his number this week, so the updated roster is not right. All the way again, wrapped up in the backfield. And he'll lose 2.
On the carry. Run down by number 63, Dante Almeri.
Nelson's pass incomplete. Intended for Jason Ingram.
Pass incomplete, number 13, Jason Ingram. Fourth down.
And the clock will wind down, and that'll do it for quarter number 3. Fourth quarter action coming your way next. The score, Penn Hills 41, Plum 7. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Indians punting on 4th down. Robin Hall with a nice kick. Nice to see Robin back in action. And the ball will roll dead at the 10-yard line. Nice kick by Robin Hall. Well, you want to say that? Go ahead.
For Joe Navarre, number 59, Miss Hankey at the middle school wishes you a happy 16th birthday.
There you go.
Once again, the winning 50-50 raffle ticket, 360-319. You may collect your winnings at the booster booth.
A lot of clean jerseys getting in for the Indians, and why not? They're up 41-7. Gilio out across the 15 to the 16-yard line for a pickup of 5 yards. Clock will remain running for the remainder of the quarter. Stopping only on timeouts, injuries, changes of possession, and scores. Kysene Ragland, number 44, with the tackle. Scott Hines with the carry. Ragland again with the tackle. They brought down for a loss of about 3 yards. So it'll be 3rd down and 8. I'll call it 3rd down and 7 for the Mustangs. Corey Loach, the new quarterback in for the Mustangs, directing traffic. Is brought down on the far side of the field by the Indians' Tyler Wendleton. And it looks like Deloach will have enough for the 1st down. They're going to mark him at the 22-yard line. Giglio again with the carry. Christian on the tackle along with Ragland. And a pickup of about 4. Loach's pass batted in the air, and it goes down incomplete. Ragland got the paw up. And the Kysene Ragland show here on defense. And the clock continues to run. 7:45 to go here, 4th quarter. Indians on the road next week, taking on the Central Catholic Vikings at Carnegie Mellon University. Deloach rolls near side, under pressure from behind, and he'll be sacked back at the 20-yard line. Julian Hurt puts the hurt on Deloach, who will lose 7 on the sack. And the Mustangs will keep the offense on the field. Oh, they won't.
St. Hicks back deep to receive the Columbus punt.
And this punt goes onto the track.
Punt goes
Let's see,
up
where are the
now.
Indians going to get it? They're going to get it in Plum territory.
At the Penn Hills, to the Plum.
To Plum 40.
Where Penn Hills will take over and have a first down. Once again, Penn Hills athletic department would like to thank Verizon Fios for supporting our athletic program.
I think the Indians are going to call a timeout.
Timeout. Penn Hills.
6:02 to go, fourth quarter, 41-7 Indians. You're watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. High snap. Brandon Mitchell across the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Mitchell on the keeper, brought down by number 78.
Will pick up a yard. Brandon Mitchell, 6'5", 185-pound sophomore. Odd number for a quarterback, 26. And it is Brandon Mitchell. Cameron Cheatham. He's held for no gain.
Cameron Cheatham on the carry.
Excuse me, that's Bashad L.
Brought down by Cotton.
Mitchell goes under center. L looking for somewhere to go right side.
Cheatham on the carry. Brought down by number 40, Kyle Becker. Fourth down.
Indians on a 4th and 9. Mitchell keeps it himself, gets across the 35 to the 34-yard line, picks up 5 yards. But the Indians turn the ball over on downs with 3:18 to go.
Mitchell on the keeper.
Now the clock running, rolling under 3 minutes.
Ball goes over on down. Plum.
Clean jerseys in for the Mustangs. Ragland and Reese. We'll bring Zach Kuhn down. Gain of a yard. Clock running under 2 minutes. DeLoach's pass batted in the air and goes out of bounds. That was big John Pulowski who got the hand up. Number 51 and batted it. And the Indians getting some more clean jerseys into the game. DeLoach slips in the backfield. We'll give the credit on the sack to Nick McWilson. It's down at the 26-yard line for a loss of 8. And we're at 45 seconds of running. I think we have Aaron Bailey at 152 yards. Blakeman is at, 85, I think. 89 yards. DeLoach, nice pass downfield, overthrows everybody. Closest one was Brandon Nelson on the near side. That'd be incomplete. They turned the ball over on downs, and I don't think the Indian offense is even going to be able to have to run a play. And they do let the clock wind down, and that's your final score. Penn Hills 41, Plum 7. Indians got on the board in the first quarter on their opening possession. They go 65 yards in 7 plays. Malik Blakeman. I'm going back on that one, aren't I? Malik Blakeman, a 27-yard run. Indians up 7-0. In the second quarter, Aaron Bailey, a 72-yard jaunt. Indians up 14-0. Tariq Hester, a 3-yarder. 21-0 Indians. Then Corey Jones, a 50-yard pass from Chaz Whitaker. Indians up 28-0. The Plum Mustangs fumble the ensuing kickoff. Indians take over at the 31-yard line. 5 plays later, Tariq Hester from 10 yards out. Indians up 34-0. Go for the extra point to get that running clock. They missed the extra point because just wide to the left, 34-0 at the half. But in the third quarter, Malik Blakeman wanted to get that clock running, a 45-yard run, his second of the game. The Indians up 41-0. Jake DeGulio, an 8-yard run for Plum, closes out the scoring 41-7. The Indians go up 1-0 in the conference, 1-3 on the season. Aaron Bailey, 152 yards on the ground tonight. Malik Blakeman, 89 yards on the ground. The Indians, a nice night rushing-wise. They really needed that one. And it was nice to see Jones and Whitaker connecting on a pass. And it was a deep pass as well. Whitaker put it up down the sideline. Jones ran under it. It was 50 yards. It was 40 yards on the pass. Jones caught it in about the 10-yard line. Outran the Mustangs into the end zone. So the Indians did a lot of things right tonight. They're going to need to do a lot of things right again next week as we go to Carnegie Mellon University to take on the Central Catholic Vikings. Once again, your final score from Uhas-McGinley Stadium tonight. Penn Hills Indians 41, the Plum Mustangs 7. Indians 1-0 on the season, 1-0 in the conference, 1-3 on the season. So that'll do it here from Uhas-McGinley. We'll see you again Friday night at Carnegie Mellon. I'm Bill Navari. Thank you for watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network.